What's up, XRP family? Thank you for joining my video today. And yes, I think that in 28 days something very big is happening, and let me show you why I think that. Now there's a couple of videos and there's things adding up to each other, so watch the whole video so you will understand what's going on. Now without further ado, let's dig in. Before, do not forget to subscribe, guys. That would be amazing. Now let's take a look. John McAfee kill switch update from Perpetual Maniac. Guys, look at the whole video. Look at the next video that I'm going to show you, and you will see the connections. You will see the connections that something very big is coming within 4 weeks. Let's take a look.
An update on John McAfee. Something interesting happened on Disclosed TV, which says contingency plan activated. And there is a link to Brit Bong log post, which if we go to, doesn't appear to exist, at least anymore. But in this old tweet, John McAfee says that he outed some CIA agents. This proves that he's got the goods, and that other people in other countries have this data as well. He tags Brit Bong log post, and this person says in a Twitter message, it appears, that since John McAfee has gone live with this tweet, that a black van has showed up outside of his house and that the people in there won't talk to him. So, I just mentioned that BritBongLogPost.com is a 404. It can't be reached. But what happens if we go to the archive? So we go to archive.org. I'm just going to go ahead and put this in. And what we see here is that, yes, there is actually a save. There was one yesterday. Let's go ahead and check it out. And what do we see? Oh, wow, look at this. Contingency plan activated. Something big is coming in 28 days. And here's an Ether token and a scanner to see what's going on. And it says all the right people are scared. They should be. What the heck is going to happen? An update.
Now you can clearly see, guys, that John McAfee had something going on. He has some data, some official data that will be very sensitive for what's coming. And there is something big coming. We can all sense it. We can all feel it. We know that there is a big crash coming. Is it just a crash or maybe a cyber attack? We just don't know. But let me tell you that something very big is coming. Take a look at this. Officially, Russia has announced that it will liquidate all US dollars assets from the Sovereign Wealth Fund within the next 4 weeks. Why did they choose the next 4 weeks? So this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is related. This is related to each other. Within the next 28 days, guys, we are going to have something happening that will be very huge. And it will maybe be the switch of the transfer financial system that will lead to XRP being 3-4 digits. Now, I think it's very related. Now, let's take a look at this. Watch economic advisor and head of research Yun-Sung Shin discuss how central bank digital currencies are moving from concept to practical design. Now, in this video, you can see how fast they are moving with the CBDCs.
You can think of CBDCs as a digital form of cash. At the moment, digital payments available to ordinary users go through financial intermediaries like commercial banks. When you make a payment, you're transferring a claim on your bank to the receiver's balance at his or her bank. With CBDCs, you could pay someone just as you would by handing over cash, but do it digitally using your smartphone or other devices. CBDCs are a claim on the central bank, which means that the payment is certain and final without leaving things to intermediaries to complete the transaction. And just like cash, CBDCs would also serve as a salient marker of the trust and sound money provided by the central bank. Due to their construction at the core of the system, CBDCs could offer a number of advantages that flow from the centrality of data in the digital economy. For instance, they can help in setting up an inclusive and efficient payment system by allowing data use to promote a competitive level playing field. They can also protect privacy while maintaining integrity of the payment system and law enforcement. It would be fair to say that CBDCs are an idea whose time has come, and we can see it from various surveys conducted by the BIS. If they're done right, CBDCs could form the backbone of a highly efficient new digital payment system by enabling broad access and providing strong data governance and privacy standards.
Can you see, guys? They went very fast with this CBDC thing. Like seriously, like 6 months ago, they were not talking about central bank digital currencies. And I was making videos right then, but then they weren't really talking about CBDCs like they are today. Like today, they're talking about using them, being ready. And this takes years to develop, guys. So it means that they were already knowing that this is coming. As part of the announcement, BBVA Switzerland revealed that the Bitcoin trading service will form part of the bank's asset investment catalog for private banking clients. Now, this is banking giant BBVA debuts Bitcoin trading and custody for Swiss clients. This is very big because this will allow a lot of crypto investments from private parties and investors into the space, which is a big thing. Here we have XRP being assessed by the Howey test. Why is this relevant today? I'm glad the president is meeting with his regulators because this space has needed attention for some time now, especially crypto. Existing financial regulations in the country have been too slow to change, with the same unable to keep pace with fintech innovation, he said. What's more, the congressman also went on to use the example of the XRP Howey test and the question of whether something is a security or not to make his point. You have XRP, for example, is a cryptocurrency that can be very useful as a payment system, but Ripple and how separate and distinct is that in an entity? If they exercise a lot of control over it, it might look like a security. But if there is truly a firewall there, it might look like it's not a security. Now let's talk about the control of Ripple, because it's written in another place, and I will show you that actually Ripple doesn't have that much control over the XRP market. Let's take a look. Crypto billionaire Jed McAlpin nearly out of XRP to dump on the market. Now this is also another thing to add, which is almost time that he don't have any XRP anymore. Can you see, guys? Everything is aligning with each other. And that is why I feel it's almost time for something very big to happen to make XRP go to its true value. Crypto billionaire Jed McAlpin, a founder of defunct exchange Mt. Gox, Ripple Labs, and mostly recently Stellar, is nearly finished offloading all of his XRP. Now you can see that he's involved in all of Ripple and Stellar and all these things that are very good for making cross-border payments. And now he's dumping XRP in the market, which is a very weird thing and no one understands. So things are aligning, guys. Things are very much the same. XRP whale transaction count. Let's take a look. Can you see, guys, the chart? Can you see how many whale transactions in the past couple of days, past couple of weeks? This is crazy. This is crazy. They are preparing for something very, very big. And it's almost time. So here we have US Fed official calls Tether a challenge to financial stability. Eric Rosengren included the stablecoin among what he termed new disruptors to short-term credit markets. Now, we know that USDT is associated with the backing of the US dollar, but then we found out it's not true. So it's also associated when the USDT collapses that XRP will go up. This has been going around for a very long time right now. And actually, it seems that this is going to happen. A senior US Federal Reserve official has called Tether's USDT stablecoin a risk to the stability of the financial system. Now, you can see what's happening right now, guys. And imagine when there is a CBDC with the digital dollar. What function does USDT then have? Nothing. Literally nothing. And this is something that they're talking about right now. So be ready, guys. Be ready. So here we have XRP holders accused of disseminating false statements about SEC leadership. Now they're saying that XRP holders are saying stuff about the SEC chairmen and Hinman. So The thing is here, what is really interesting here, the purpose of the exceptional circumstances rule is to protect the mental processes of government officials in order to promote open channels of communication within government and encourage qualified individuals to hold public office. The thing is, guys, nothing makes sense, and that's why the XRP holders are hammering Hinman and Jay Clayton, because they have no idea what they're doing and what they're talking about. So it's very much in our right. So here we have, thank you, Uncle Elon Musk. Elon Musk is tweeting about XRP like crazy, guys, crazy. All of this means XRP US dollar collapse. Now look at that. This is what we're talking about right now. US dollar collapse. You see, this is what's coming, guys. In the next 4 weeks, you will witness something very crazy. And you can save this video and you can come back and comment that we told you it's gonna happen. We told you. Here we have, is it really in Ripple's best interest to behave? Because, okay, now what I want to bring your attention to, guys, is here. At the end of the day, Ripple would be at a more disadvantaged position when compared to the XRP market as a whole. Here it should be noted that the XRP ledger currently has 156 validator nodes, of which only 19 are identifiable as Ripples. That implies that the company merely controls 12% of the nodes, while 80% consensus is required to validate transactions. So Ripple single-handedly cannot manipulate the network. Now this is what we're talking about. And they said if Ripple has too much control, it's a security, because then it's an investment contract. But it's not. You can see very clearly. They need 80% of other people, even more, to actually make transactions. So it's really on the community, on the XRP community, the holders, the nodes, the validators, to make this network run. And now you can see that Ripple is not in control of the network, which many think they are. So here we have Bill Hinman, former SEC director, interview with Chris Brummer, repeating his original few months after original speech. He clearly says we were 5 times when he talks about ETH not being a security, and says our 2 times.
A number of folks, both in the venture VC community as well as entrepreneurs, and it's always good. I tell them to listen to people who are actively crafting the rules for this work, and maybe you could repeat a couple of the 10,000 foot
Sure.
ideas.
I mean, the speech got a lot of attention because it was the first time we had expressed to the world that we didn't view Ether as a security as it was then currently being offered. We're not talking about the original offering, and we're not talking about what it may evolve to over time, or if someone repackages it or does other things with Ether. But we're saying at the current time there wasn't really a need to regulate Ether as a security in our minds. The speech was called when Howie met Gary.
Main principles. I know there are also.
So Hinman says that he was giving his opinion, but he's clearly saying we and were and our, meaning that he's speaking from the SEC's opinion. Now, this is not the only important thing here. The important thing is here, look what he said about ETH. It was not necessary at that time to regulate Ether. So if, let's say if there was a scenario where Ether had to be like regulated, they would have done it. But it was not necessary. This is what he's saying, and you have to be very careful with this, because XRP is necessary to be regulated. Why? Because they want to use it as a cross-border payment system. They want XRP to be the bridge asset. So they have to regulate this. They have to have rules and framework for all of these things so they can do this step, the final step. So the final thing, guys, is R3 Corda. Developer says Sinfin got rid of REC token XDCE because Corda fully adopted XDC. If you guys do not know XDC, go check it out. It's a very, very big project, big cryptocurrency. Don't just go buying without doing research. Go do research, guys, and check what is Corda and R3. These are big companies doing cross-border payments. So this is all I'm gonna say for now about XDC. If you want more, you can join our channel to have exclusive videos. Thank you very much for watching the video. See you.